Hello everyone! Genshin Impact is finally planning to buff some elemental reactions in the next patch, and after the update is rolled out, you'll be able to hit even bigger numbers with the same characters you currently have. This means the buffs aren't tied to any specific upcoming character, and you can trigger them with the old or current characters in your party. So in this video, we'll go over the new changes and the effect they'll have on your characters and teams. But before we begin, here's a quick reminder about the upcoming giveaway. I'll be giving away 50 Welkin Moons when we hit 100k subscribers. We're almost there, just 200 subs away from reaching our goal, so make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Alright, now, the latest information from a reliable source called Home DG Cat suggests that 4 elemental reactions are getting buffed in the upcoming version 5.2 update. These include Superconduct, Overload, Shatter, and Electro-charged reactions. These buffs will significantly increase the base damage multipliers for these reactions. While it's still unclear, there's a chance that these changes will apply to both characters and enemies. Let's start with Superconduct. Superconduct is triggered by inflicting Electro on a target already affected by Cryo, or vice versa. This reaction deals AoE Cryo damage in a 5-meter radius, and reduces the physical resistance of all enemies in the area by 40% for 12 seconds. This makes the reaction useful in teams focusing on physical DPS, as most of their damage output comes from raw normal attacks and physical abilities. Currently, the base multiplier for Superconduct is 0.5, but it will be increased to 1.5 in the next update. As a result, the damage dealt when triggering Superconduct will be increased by 200%, which is a huge buff. However, it won't necessarily make this reaction much better, since it's still somewhat inconsistent. Plus, there are very few characters who can make it work effectively. For example, teams with Eula, Mika, and Freminet can benefit from it, as well as Electro characters like Fischl or Raiden Shogun. But that's pretty much it. The same goes for the Shatter reaction, especially when fighting bosses that can't be frozen. In case you're not familiar, Shatter is triggered when a frozen target is hit by a Geo attack. Right now, the base multiplier for Shatter is 1.5, and after the update, it will be increased to 3, doubling your damage. Wriothesley will benefit greatly from this buff because his charged attacks are part of his normal attack string. So, could this be a hint at his first ever rerun? Of course not. Or maybe it is. Who knows? Now, moving on to Electro-charged and Overload reactions, 2 of the most commonly used reactions in Genshin Impact. According to the info, the base multiplier for Electro-charged will be increased from 1.2 to 2, giving you a 66.7% damage boost. And the base multiplier for Overload will be increased from 2 to 2.75, boosting your damage by 37.5%. Electro-charged and Overload teams will benefit a lot from these buffs, especially Overload teams, since there are already some characters who excel in them. For example, Raiden Shogun with Chevrus and Kujo Serra form an incredible team, and this buff will make Raiden even stronger. It's also possible that these changes hint at the release of characters who will rely on these 4 reactions. For example, Citlali, who is expected to be a 5-star cryo support, or Auroron, whose kit revolves around Electro-charged reactions. And let's not forget Mavuika, whose kit suggests that she might be the best support character ever released in Genshin Impact. But of course, it's subject to change. Anyway, that's everything you need to know about the upcoming buffs, so that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more updates.